Anyways.
Good thing I made a save.
God, why am I listening to the first soldier right now? That doesn't seem fitting. Still missing the transport plane production. I like how it still says that.
I like big howitzers, and I cannot lie.
That's
Big one.
fine.
What I like even more is 38cm naval guns.
Oof.
Ooh. Oh, wee.
Wee!
Look at those sleek, angular turret. Those bulbous rangefinders. That securely placed radar rangefinder. Ooh.
Okay, 109 or 110s. 110s are now available for production.
It's enough to make a man fall in love.
There.
Computing machines are now being completed. We
future
can do
is
better.
now.
Once we have the
Gentlemen.
factories, they are being produced, but we don't have any factories, so.
Yeah, I know. We're expanding more factories. We'll get Czech factories soon. Let's do anti-tank guns. We got bonus for that. Pact of
Pact
steel.
of steel. Stealing
pact.
pact.
Has it ever occurred to anyone that the Czechs might not very much, appreciate us marching into their country?
No, they'll like it.
Are you sure?
They love us.
They'll love us.
Don't you hear all the screams?
See, last time I checked, the Czechs weren't very German, is all. Nor were the
Ah,
Slovaks.
no, we're gonna get the Sudeten Germans.
Yeah.
They'll
What
love
about
us.
the
We have
rest
to
of
have factories open,
Synthetic-
civilian ones.
Yeah, we'll do this.
What about the
Okay.
non-Germans, though?
Yeah, I know. We're
They can join.
They can join,
They're
yeah.
happy to join.
Yeah, they can.
well,
They can, yeah, totally.
there's lots of Germans living in Prague. My understanding at this time, up until about 36, 37, the sophisticated language to speak in Prague was German still. And it was only because of the German pressure that people did not want to be associated with Germans that they started to speak Czechs amongst themselves, the elites. At least that's my understanding. Sudeten Germans, aka descendants of 300 years of immigrants when the Czechs were under Habsburg rule. Yeah, well.
Gamer, for the next research, MG34 Panzerbrust 39.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Is it
We'll
though?
get something in 17 days or so.
Well,
I mean,
scout planes up.
We'll see about that. Either that or some fuel stuff may be coming up. We'll see.
hey, we can recruit more reserve divisions if we needed to.
Yeah. Let's see here. I know about those. Oh, where? Gotta scroll up or down. Recruit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have that. Okay. But that's 90 days factory up. But yeah, we'll do that. Now that doesn't give us divisions now. That just is sort of illusionary for now.
Illusionary divisions.
Yes.
I'm my
I like
favorite
them.
kind of division, let me tell you.
Like the one
Yeah.
that guarded the English coast.
Well, no. What these are going to be is these will, once the war starts, we'll be able to deploy divisions without training them, and they'll be of
That's
a particular
kind of
reserve.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. Okay. Oh, we are going to add that.
Well, you're about to take Barcelona.
That almost sounds like we're desperate to have more divisions to defend the fatherland.
Yeah. No. Divisions to go visit other people's lands.
Visit, yes.
Spoke German. Yeah, I don't know much about Kafka. I've heard of him, obviously, but don't really know much about him. Folk. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you about whether those Germans living in Sudetenland were immigrants or just there. How long back? for them not to be immigrants.
I mean,
I
you had
don't
Germans
know.
all
Okay,
over
we got
Europe
92
who
days.
immigrated
So.
at some point.
But,
Look-
you
look-
It's
know,
all
and
Germany now.
the Teutonic tribes moving around, you know, Teutonic, yes. I don't know.
Teutonic.
No, 5 tonic.
Yeah.
No, I want my 6 tonic and gin.
Yeah.
That's a lot of tonic for gin. Damn.
And so, yeah, I know, but at least at the time of the breakup of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, this
Damn.
region was predominantly German, in what they consider themselves German. Whether
I'm
other people want to
not.
consider themselves
Conspiracy.
German or not is a different matter, but yes.
I consider myself German.
But not.
Well, I thought you considered yourself an American.
I
I
consider
thought I
myself.
consider myself a woman.
Okay, so I mean, I thought Werewolf, you were an American.
I am, but I consider myself German.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. They wanted to consider themselves carrying a German passport instead of a Czech passport. Not that they wanted to be Americans of German ancestry, because I'm going to say you're not a German unless you speak German.
We could actually extend our iron production quite a bit, actually. There's like
Do we
one that
need
gives
to?
35 more.
No, we
I
don't
mean, we're
need to.
importing a lot of stuff from Sweden.
Right, but we don't
very much-
need to do that, so we're not going
but
to do
35
Unless
that.
we're
pretty
dependent
nice.
on other countries, the better.
Yeah,
Well,
but 35
okay.
is really nice.
The more steel we produce, the more iron we need to import. So, and we don't stockpile it, so it's not a good, in my opinion, a good thing to do until we need
35.
it. Until we need it.
Maybe
It's a lot of iron ore.
I thought about what
we
you
should-
said when I talked with you about the Anglo-Saxon history. I'm trying to learn more. You mentioned the Normans forming a veneer ruling over the Anglo-Saxon people, but where the Anglo-Saxons also not with respect to the original Celtic origins of Britain. Okay. Outside of Wales, Cornwall, and a bit of Northumbria, which is along this coast here, this all by the time the Normans are showing up, this is all Anglo-Saxon in culture. More and more modern DNA studies are showing that some of these people are very ancient in Britain, going back to like Stonehenge. Some of them are Celtic immigrants coming across from Gaul and whatnot, pre-Roman Empire, what we would consider the Iron Age.
And the first generation.
Hold on. No, I don't. I want two versions of the first generation. That will then see when you end the first generation, that then does the second generation, which will be weaker divisions. So we're gonna keep the first generation for a while.
No,
wait.
plan the first generation of focus.
Okay, we are already okay. We are doing more reserve divisions here.
No, the national
focus
plan,
tree,
the first
national
generation,
focus.
gives you tank research.
So we can get to the next one.
Okay. I got you. You got to get me on the national
Okay.
focus. What we're talking about? I'm talking about too many different things. Sorry. So yeah. So
I was
Celtic. Celtic Britain. Okay, let's get going again. While I talk, Celtic Britain is basically of Romano-Celtic Britain has some that are sort of on this side of Britain here. Some have fled up to Scotland. Some are out in Manx. Some are, a lot of them have fled into Wales. A lot into Cornwall, and a bunch down in Brittany is where it gets its name because there's a bunch of Britons that fled the Anglo-Saxons. That's where the Anglo-Saxons in cultural Anglo-Saxons are. Brittany is not conquered by Charlemagne, Charles the Great. It is not part of the Francia. It is remaining independent of that, with a mix of Gauls, Gallic Celts, and Brittonic Celts in there, and that's why they still have a Brittonic I say Brittonic as opposed to the Scots-Irish Celtic language. It's a Brittonic language of Celts. They still speak it's closer to that. And so, yeah, the Anglo-Saxons, people at times thought they replaced the Celts. No, they just culturally assimilated the Celts.
Assimilation.
Yes, and it is a lower level complete assimilation as far as I can tell. In this, you do have Viking influence up in the Danelaw in the northern sort of part, but that's mostly gone by the time it's Harold tries to get it back, but Harold defeats Harold.
Harold defeats Harold.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no.
there's a Harold just before the Battle of Hastings.
Oh no.
And then the Normans come over, and they're a veneer elite culture in Britain. Never, I mean, they penetrate as much as our Norman language does, but it doesn't replace Anglo-Saxonism.
Barcelona will be taken by the end of the year, maybe.
Good.
Maybe.
Home for Christmas, maybe. And Northern
Christmas
Wales is
is
still predominantly Celtic. It is still a significant minority of significant people that also speak Welsh, whereas Southern Wales is mostly only English speaking at this point today.
Let's change that.
Yeah. Wasn't that rather merging of cultures? Well, French culture does not penetrate very deep into the Anglo-Saxon. We're still be an Anglo-Saxon culture today. That is the government conversion, if I've ever heard one low level telling the high level what. Well, the Norman aristocracy entirely replaces the Anglo-Saxon aristocracy.
New subs, please.
New subs? Okay.
Yeah, now that we have the radar.
Okay. Yep. We'll do that. You'll do that. Yep.
Beautiful.
It's funny. Harold Godwinson was half Anglo-Saxon and half Danish. Even
Danish?
He had what they called a second marriage, 2 wives in the Danish tradition. Yes. Oh yeah. There is a lot of Danish influence because he's fighting Harold Hardrada, if I remember correctly. There at the I forget the battle of some bridge.
Stamford Bridge.
Stanford Bridge. Thank you.
Some
Thank
random
you.
bridge.
Yeah, I sort of know this, but I'm not like prepared here. Okay, second generation here. We'll do that now. So
Barcelona has been taken.
Barcelona has been taken, and
the Spanish still haven't surrendered.
They're going to come home by Christmas. Why is Ari AWOL? I don't know what's happened there. I expected him here because I thought I know he knows we were planning this because he posted about the stuff, and I sort of anticipated him being here, so I don't know.
He died.
I hope not.
Neither do I. I'm just saying it.
Yeah, I know. Saxon tribes were very multicultural in that era. Typically murdered people. They typically murdered people they didn't want. Well, yeah.
That's fair.
The Anglo-Saxon. So, England is very much, and I'm calling it. I use the term specifically. England is very much a melting pot of several cultures. There are very, very scant remains, of Celtic culture, but it's mostly an Anglo-Saxon replacement with some Viking influence and a lot which Normans are also, but actually a Norman Briton, because when William comes back, he also brings a bunch of British, meaning down in Brittany, aristocracy elements, knights and whatnot to help rule, and they eliminate all of the Anglo-Saxon nobility class. So either it's sort of join or die. Gamer is right though. The DNA shows Celtic. Yeah, well, Celtic. Well, yeah, and some DNA show because I'm looking at Celtic as sort of Gaulish and the peoples sort of from north central or central Europe, north of the Roman Empire here. As moving into Britain. So some of them are Celtic genetically moving in, as well as some of the much are also ancient DNA, going back to Stonehenge, pre-Celtic, that just, again, culturally, Celtism is cool, so people join up and becoming Celtic. It was more cool than whatever was there before, kind of thing. where the Anglo-Saxons are a bit more immigratory, I believe. Okay, you wanted... yes, okay.
New AA sometime soon.
We're doing that. Yeah, okay, we can do the AA.
Oh damn, our stuff came back.
All right. Well, let's build... I know we need more military factories, but let's build some synthetic factories, because we will be needing those. Okay,
What is taking the majority of our civilians?
Oh, you're talking about Hess. Well, that's a whole nother long topic. Haven't you heard me talk about that, Jay Van der Roos folk? I know I'm butchering that. Well, he wanted to meet with the Hess wanted to meet with the Duke of Hamilton in Scotland, not the Duke of Windsor. Duke of Windsor was at that point probably hanging out in the Bahamas, I think, because he was made the governor of Bahamas at some point. I don't know exactly the date of Hess's flight and when, because when the invasion of France starts, the Duke of Windsor, the former brief king of England that abdicates, was in France. He flees out, gets to Portugal, hangs out in Portugal for a while. The Germans want to kidnap him. He gets spirited out of Portugal. I'm not sure where he immediately goes, but they want to move him somewhere safe, but somewhere away, so they make him the governor of the Bahamas for the duration of the war. So he hangs out in America a lot. This is close by. And so, yeah, I think because it's after the fall of France, and I'm not sure the dates Goering and getting the Duke of Windsor out of Lisbon. He may have still been in Lisbon at the time. Right, okay, so we got that. Lessons from Spain. We want to get here. Sudetenland has, okay, we have less than 20 days. So can we find a short?
We'll then do the unrestricted submarine warfare. 21 days.
Okay, we'll do that. So we'll only be a day or two behind maybe than getting to Sudetenland.
Blitzkrieg is researched in time for France.
Well, good, I hope.
And I'm back.
He's back.
We're honestly not that far from finishing our doctrine.
What's our
Yep,
doctrine?
good.
For land.
Yep, we're doing pretty good.
Do we want to do that though?
To get down to the bottom tier, we'll have to get 2 of the mid-tier fully researched.
But do we want to?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Why?
Because we get stuff, we kill stuff easier.
Yeah.
Because
do
we
we
can
do that
counter
though?
their
That seems
tactics.
like murderous stuff.
Okay, Type C submarines are now researched.
Could we then research the active sonar?
Active sonar.
Yeah, engineering tech.
Okay.
Because then we can get some better
Yep, we got it. Yep.
Lovely. Right, let's have a look at these new subs.
Okay, let's see here. The plan. We're not going to expand that. We don't need that. That's just cost. More divisions. We need more manpower. Field. Okay. So that's coming.
I'm not going to make a rare ring yet. We only have 2 of them.
Okay. Ludwig goes away soon, so we won't bother putting him in. Division speed or division attack? Which do we think is more important, gentlemen? Division speed or division attack?
I mean, it depends.
Okay, well, okay, let's pause this for a second. I have a binary choice here for head of the army. Reschnau, which will give us division attack plus 10%, or von Brow hitch,
the
which will
speed
give us
is,
division speed of plus 15%.
Yeah.
Wait,
the speed.
15% more
Yeah.
speed? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, that's so much.
Yeah, he's a
Holy
genius.
fuck, that's insane.
Okay, we're going to do that. That costs us 20 command points permanently, so long as he's in there. But yeah,
15% is insane for
Yeah.
speed.
Fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
yeah. So Brow hitch keeps our
Holy
army going fast.
That's not just
Yeah,
fat,
he's
that's,
the one who has the
that's light
Panzer
speed, my dude. That's teleporting behind your enemy and just backstabbing them speed.
I think our infantry divisions will be able to keep up with the Panzers.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Well, no, the Panzers will be 15% faster.
Yeah, no, he's saying that our infantry is going to be as fast
division.
as Soviet tanks.
Well, maybe that, yeah, but
We're
okay.
gonna have
we
the
can
ghost
demand the
divisions, guys.
Sudetenland,
Yeah.
yes.
Huh.
Ooh, more submarine.
Submarino.
Submarinos.
You shouldn't try to add a few kilometers instead of. Well, what it is because it's instead of saying it's just a 10% over whatever, the various speed of the units based upon, how much motorization and whatnot in there. So,
Basic infantry speed is 4 km/h in this game, so 50% on that is pretty much a lot.
Mm-hmm. I know.
okay.
I mean, if
so
you
we
have a
got-
genius of any kind, it's generally a good thing to get them because it's plus
The
15%.
Panzer
whatever.
E's, D's, or 2D's.
2Ds. I don't
Yeah, not bad ideas, but I think with some of our research, we might get some bonuses.
Or
on that.
artillery, because artillery
Yeah.
is.
we already have
now-
that. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, artillery. Okay, 39.
Or
yeah.
anti-tank.
We are also
Any of
on
those
time
three.
for the Bf 109 E4.
Right.
We
Germans
also
are
have
running
50%
on
off on
Schnitzel.
bombers.
They are performing 15% better. Yes.
know. I mean, you think we might
Yeah,
have
I
some
believe
bombers
everything
as well.
is stacking because we currently have Guderian here for breakthrough plus 10%. Here for that we
Oh dear.
and
This
then
airport
with
is
military
overstacked.
high
How did that
commands
happen?
we can see about what we want to put in here. Unfortunately, these command things are permanent. Reduce our overall max command power, so we have to watch that.
As Germany, we do have quite a lot of command power, though.
Well, but we have a max. Well, no. What it will do is it'll max out the max possible.
Yeah, I know,
Right.
but
Okay.
we have a 200 base value max.
Right. I would prefer well, at least until the start of the war coming up, we need to keep at least 100. So
Yeah,
we can't go below that, and because there's an event that we want to have fired.
And once I get enough XP, I'm going to do State Serves the Military, which gives us plus 15% political power gain, plus 0.30 command power gain, and maximum command power increase plus 10, and conscription laws minus 25%.
Okay. Where are you talking? State serves the military. Where is that?
That'll be under Army, because Spirit of the Army.
Oh. I'm still not sure which.
The
Sorry.
officer corps.
Under the Officer Corps.
Okay. You're talking about over here. Okay. You're
Under
you're
Spirit of the Army.
right.
Under Officer
Okay. Yes. Embrace the future. Split the army, or Spirit of Division Command. Is that those are what you're talking about?
Not
These
under
here-
Spirit of Academy, Spirit of the Army.
Spirit of the Army.
The one in the
Okay.
middle.
Oh, the one in the middle. Okay. Right here. Yeah. All right. Well, okay.
What the fuck? Did we just have the demand Sudetenland? How is it not ours yet?
Yes.
paused.
Because
Oh, the
I'm
Munich
paused.
conference.
Because I'm paused, and then I think there's a decision we need to do here.
Yeah.
I think
There is?
I'm
He needs
looking.
to do it. He'll see it. We won't.
Yeah, I don't know this. I never played this mode with
War
Germany.
propaganda.
honestly.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's go forward here. Develop the coastline, recruit more. The German trade.
If we need to go to war, I can stop
No,
my
we're not
units
going
from
to
training.
war here just yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Um.
Hey, Italy wants a
Yeah.
non-aggression pact.
Okay. Pause. Okay, Italy. Yes, we'll do the non-aggression pact. Where? I thought there was a decision here. Supposed to be here at least.
I didn't get it, so I don't know.
No, but I mean over in the events and decisions.
I was going to say, it should be a pop-up. From what it's saying, events or decisions, timeout. It should be probably a pop-up for you.
Didn't get it.
I haven't seen it.
The Munich, these events or decisions are about to time out. The Munich conference, 3 days left. Yeah.
Why didn't I get it?
Clicked it away, maybe?
I'm gonna
Might have
say. I don't
bugged
think I
out.
say. I'm gonna save this again.
Maybe
Or it
actually
might just go
figures-
through. It might just go through.
Let's just see.
You might not actually need a decision. You might just be stupid.
Let's see.
Hey, troops on the field. There's some trucks flying about.
We require 8 more steel. Lest my boat faces not be produced
What?
quickly enough.
Also, you need national focus.
Oh, cock, why did I do that again?
Yeah,
For
I
fuck's
know.
sake,
I'm
I-
waiting. I'm
Let
waiting
it
on
run
that
for a
to
couple of
get
days,
this
see if
done.
the AI chose the default demand option.
Okay. Yeah. Well. Let's. I made a save, so let's just go forward here. If necessary, we can go back. Yeah. State nation.
Might just take a while to pop up.
The United
Sometimes they
Kingdom
do.
gets the event, the Munich conference.
I mean, sometimes
Yeah.
it takes an entire month as it's at the start of the month. That is base game sometimes happening, but I don't know about this.
Yeah, it does sometimes. I know that, and the way. But I thought I had a decision over here to pop up.
Well, you might have clicked it away and just cancelled it.
Yeah, might have. That's a possibility, but I don't think so. Well, we got a few days. Let's just speed through this. I'm no longer thinking it's likely. Let me go back.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
I am speed.
Yeah.
I am dying.
No.
March. We don't get anything at the beginning of April.
Guessing not, since we're not getting a war goal either. Seems to be.
Alright, something seems to not be right about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
This would
Well, you know
probably-
what we're going to do, guys? We're going to end it here today. Because we're about ready to end anyways. It's almost been 4 hours.
No.
So yeah, I'll figure it out, and we'll be ready back here hopefully next Saturday and continue this.
More people.
With more people, because we will need multiple commanders for the battles in Poland, and once that happens, we'll be pushing into France, the Netherlands,
In
Norway.
Madagascar.
I don't know about Madagascar, but pushing into North Africa, and then eventually the Soviet Union and maybe Britain before then. Do you need garrison units at your ports against invasions? Well, normally the AI isn't doing this, so I don't know that that is terribly important.
The AI does invasions.
But
Sometimes.
tomorrow, no, probably not postscriptum, though I don't know. I mean, don't know if there's enough people that want to play that, because I don't know that Eric's going to be around because he's doing his car thing this weekend. But yeah, probably War Thunder tomorrow. So thank you all. I'll be playing Combat Mission Shot Force 2, I believe, Monday for Slytherin. But, okay, thank you, Turnlow, for the good stream. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow.
Maybe though.
Well, I don't know if you will, but you're welcome to be
Most
back.
likely not. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't play War Thunder anymore.
I know.
I will be gone.
And you'll be gone. Okay, but those of us who wish to be here will be back.
Gone forever?